Y'all know the drill. I try to get myself situated, but it never happens right on time. All right, I'm just give it a second for everybody to kind of come in. All right, let's see. It's not working. What is going on? Has YouTube been acting a foolery for you guys? Because it is definitely acting up for me. I have no idea why. Okay, let's see. How about now? Hmm, there we go. All right. I just have to make sure my sound is good. You guys know how that goes. All right. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to be using the Witches Tarot along with, we're going to pull some hidden secrets to see who's in your energy, what they're thinking and feeling about you. I have my Grim Tales deck that we're going to be using as well. And then, as usual, I like to pull like angel messages. We'll pull a little bit on career, a little bit on love. We'll kind of tap into a little bit of everything today, okay? But I thank you so much for being here. So let's see who's in your energy this week. What is it that they're trying to tell you? What is it that they want from you? Let's just figure that out, right? All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. I will be doing a quick little like all signs, quick messages at the end. Um, just because it has been what, like a week since I've posted. It's been crazy, guys. I've been trying to get on live, but there's just been a lot going on. And I started like getting my garden going again. So it's just, your girl's been busy. Work and everything, your girl's been busy. Okay. But let's go ahead and kind of hop in. Let's see what you guys need to know. Okay. Damn, I cut the shit out of my finger today and it's killing me. Let's start with an angel message just to get things going. Who is in the collective's energy? I'm freezing. Who is in the collective's energy? Hello, hello. All right, let's see. Who is in the collective's energy, Holy Spirit? What is it that they need to know? Let's get a guidance message to start the reading. Dang, I really cut my finger. You see that? That's funny. Interesting. Okay. Collective, we have 1515. This speaks of angel number 1515 speaks of you getting like a big break after some sort of change that was maybe a little bit challenging, but it's like all worth it in the end. Okay, this is about you finally getting what you need to move forward. This is about you focusing on your goals. This is about you having the opportunity to make some extra money. And it's like you are in this space where you're just so ready for success and you're working really hard towards it, and that's what's coming for, like, it's coming your way. Especially if you're the type of person that you've been struggling, you've been like, damn, I've been working my ass off, and I feel like when is that big break coming? You're in the energy now where you're like you're on the verge, and I feel like someone around you is feeling this energy on you, and they could be wanting to be around for that very reason. They could want to come around you because they feel like you're about to get that big break. Some, you could be telling someone some very good news about yourself. You could be telling someone all of your goals and your plans, and they're like, "Ooh, I like the sound of that." They want to be a part of this in some way. Okay, but I feel like all of your hard work, it's about to pay off. If you've had people in your energy where it feels like maybe they've been resistant to some sort of truth that you keep trying to communicate, I feel like the clarity is finally coming in. Whatever this, 'cause this feels like a repetition, like you, like a repetitive cycle that keeps happening with whoever it is that's in your energy. Something is about to become very clear. And I feel like you're creating changes and the world around you has no choice but to follow through. 5 5, I'm saying 5 5. I also feel like you could have been going through a bit of depression. There's somebody around you who is either entertaining the fact that you are in a low state, or and that's the thing I want to check. I because I don't like to speak out of turn, but I'm feeling it two ways. I'm feeling like there's a group of you that could be going through a bout of depression of some sort, and you keep going through the same cycle. And I don't know if it's that you're waiting for someone to pull you out or to help you out. But there's someone around you that's watching you go through this, and they're just like, well, hopefully they get over it. And I feel like this could be creating an issue for you because one, you're about to come out of this, but when you come out of this, you may not feel the same about this person in the end. So just keep your keep that in mind. I also feel like for some of you, there's a person around you who feels like you're resistant to change. Um or you could feel this about them. Take it how it resonates. Don't try to fit it if it doesn't. But there's someone around you that feels like you're the problem, and this person feels like they can keep you in the same cycle and keep blaming you, and so that they don't have to create changes in their own life. But I feel like you're about to flip the script. So let's see, let's kind of break this down a little bit more. Tell me more about the person. Tell me more about the person in the collective. Who is this person that's dealing with the collective? Who is this person that is in their energy? Whoever this is somebody that you're meant to go through a short-term cycle with. I'm not gonna lie to you. This person's gonna teach you a lot of lessons in a very short time. They're gonna teach you a lot about yourself, about what you don't want, and it has to do with energetically. When you're around this person, the energy that you're in versus when you're alone. It's like somebody pulls you out of your focus, or they pull you off your your path, or something like that. There's something about this person. Let's see, what is this person trying to teach the collective? Or what is it that they're meant to teach the collective, Holy Spirit? The person in the collective's energy. And then I'll see how you feel about them also. Okay. What is it that this person is meant to teach the collective? This is about choices. The lovers, the six of cups, and the nine of wands. What type of choices are you making that you've made in your past or that you're resistant to see for your future? So this is a person who is coming in. They could be very similar to someone from your past or could remind you of someone. You know how you could say, oh my God, I feel like I keep dating a version of my father, a version of my mother, a version, or like a specific person that you've been when you feel like you keep repeating cycles with the same energy, different face. I feel like there's something about this that it's like instead of it teaching you how to maneuver differently, you're just putting up a complete wall, and your guys are saying this person is coming around to teach you that you have a choice. You have a choice whether you want to stay here, or if you want to grow past some sort of experience that you've already had either with this specific person. You could have children with this person. Um, okay, for some of you, I'm getting that somebody has blocked you from seeing their children, or you blocked them from seeing your children if you have children with this person. If you've known this person for a long time, and I feel like maybe they've treated you like an option, they've had other people in the mix. I feel like there's someone that you're like, I just can't. You have a really strong boundary with this person. I don't know if you like put somebody on timeout. Maybe you told somebody you need to take a break. Tell me more about the person in the collective's energy. I feel like this is teaching you how to create better boundaries. And this has to do with either the way you're being treated. I feel because this has to do with your emotional state. Maybe this person doesn't make you feel safe, and the lack of safety is you're kind of like recognizing, if I can't feel safe here with you, if I can't be myself with you, if I can't feel like that childlike energy with you, I really need to start weighing my options. Because we have here the I'm sorry, the four of swords, which is, I'm getting eight of swords though, like you feel trapped, but it's like your guys are saying you're only trapped because you're not seeing things for what it is. A lot of people mistake the Eight of Swords and thinking like, oh, it's like you putting yourself in this state and you're so depressed and you're like you're creating your own problems. But no, a lot of it is about perspective. The Eight of Swords speaks of someone who just needs to look at the world differently. And sometimes you got to take yourself out of the game in order to kind of look at things from a higher perspective. And right now, that's kind of the energy that I was getting, the Eight of Swords, but we have the Four of Swords here as well. So this feels like this is something that you've been taking a lot of time to think about, right? The Four of Swords is usually like the card of like needing to rest and recalibrate, right? So this is telling me this is something you've been thinking long and hard about, and that's kind of why I said it's like you're moving out of a depression possibly, or just a state where you felt like overwhelmed. Maybe you needed a break. You know what I'm saying? But there's something about this that feels like this person is showing you a side of yourself where it's about a lack of safety. And I feel like because this person could have you ooh, okay. Maybe this person is keeping you like at a distance. Maybe you could feel like, man, somebody has been really distant, or they're just not emotionally available to you, and this is putting you in a really distant place. Like maybe if this is somebody that always told you like, oh, you're constantly bickering, you constantly have something to say, so now you kind of shut down, you feel like you're not saying as much. I feel like this is teaching you like, well, what exactly am I feeling unsafe about? Why do I not want to talk to this person? Why do I want to isolate from this person? Tell me more. This person is teaching you a lot through the things that's not being said. That's kind of what this feels like. The Hanged Man and the Three of Cups. I'm telling you, I feel like the time is coming where you're either going to have this conversation about the boundaries you're setting, or through the silence you're creating the boundaries. And this person is now being stuck in this place of trying to figure out what do they do next. They want the old version of you back where at least you were more available to them, but it's like you're starting to see like, well, what do you bring for me? Like what positive energy are you bringing to me so that I can continue to choose you? This is Tell me more about the person in the collective's energy. I have the world here. There's something about this person that feels like, I don't know, maybe you could have met this person online. Maybe what they looked and acted one way with you, and now it's like the cracks are showing. The stuff that they tried to hide is now coming to light. They can't really hide it anymore. Or maybe you found out, for some of you, you could have found out that somebody was can't talk. Either entertaining another person or still caught up on past feelings for a person that they tell you that they're blocked off from, that they're not talking to, but in reality, they could still be talking to this person. Or this is you talking to somebody, maybe you're with somebody and there's another person in the mix. Yeah. You see, but the question here is commitment. I feel like right now you're questioning like, is this something I truly want? Is this person truly going to be committed? Do I even want to entertain this? Somebody is looking to you like they like they're offering you I don't know, like maybe they're making promises about marriage and promises about being committed to you, but if there's a part of you that feels like you're not sure what to believe, because the hangman is crossing the lovers. So this is a choice that you're not 100% sure about. You're still wondering, like, is there other people around? Is there another energy? For some of you, I feel like you're trying to like work this out with people, have conversations. Like there's a gathering that's happening. Maybe you're coming together with close family and friends or something, and you're just trying to get to the bottom of your feelings to help you make some sort of decision. Tell me more about the person in the collective's energy. Because I see commitment here. I see a marriage proposal. Somebody wants this, but I feel like you guys could be on a little bit of a break. Or maybe this is just a lull in the relationship. And it has to do because like somebody's processing something of the past. And it's like this is the thing that's slowing it down in order for things to finally start to take off. Tell me more about this. Who's this person in the collective's energy? This is somebody that's sad. They're sad about like where the state of the relationship or just losing a commitment. This could be somebody you broke up with, somebody that you were once married to, or somebody that maybe there was like a promise to be married, like maybe there was some sort of engagement or a long-term relationship or something. I feel like somebody is feeling sad because they either feel like you don't want the relationship or they're sad that it ended. And somebody's reminiscing a lot too. They feel like you have every right to have a guard up with them, but there's something they're just not clear about. And they're waiting to figure out exactly what it is that you need or you want. Yep. You see, I'm telling you, somebody feels like you're withdrawing from them. They don't like the feeling. If you are still in relationship with this person, they feel like you guys are roommates or they feel like you are they're like you guys are together but still feel alone. And I feel like this is happening because somebody is in the hangman energy, waiting for the right answers to then decide how to move forward. Someone took themselves out of the game. They said, you know what? None of this is making sense. There's been a lot of confusion in a connection. I don't know if there's somebody else or not. And I don't want to move in this state of mind where I feel clouded, where I'm not 100% sure of how to maneuver through this. So I'm just going to take a beat, take a break, take a second. For some of you, I do feel like you could be on a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus, or you just ask somebody to give you space. You set a boundary up and you said you needed time, you needed space so that you can understand how to move forward, which honestly, I feel like that's the best thing to do when you don't know what to do. So for some of you guys, if you're thinking about marriage or something, I feel like you got somebody that's withdrawn. Somebody's not 100% sure. Yeah, and I feel like this is I feel like it's like I feel like somebody's surprised that this is your response or your reaction. There's something about this that feels like, wow, now you feel this way, or now you're backing away, or now you're I don't know, guys. There's something that whoever it is that's in your energy, this is somebody who feels like either they missed out on an opportunity to commit to you when they should have because you were the one. They could have had you in third party situations or just a lot like they allowed a lot of people, could be family, could be friends, to get in the mix and kind of um sway their decision making and it created a lot of drama. I feel like they didn't have the best boundaries when it came to your connection. And now that they're kind of on the outside, they feel like this is something they're stuck with. They're thinking a lot about this and it's not putting them in the best place, but it's giving them exactly what they need. um like now they know, they understand, damn, this is what it is. And the crazy thing is for some of them they think it's you. For others of you, the problem is if you're not ready to commit, it's because you feel like there's something about a past person that is energetically blocking this connection. This person keeps, it's like their energy still remains. And what people don't understand, right? When you're a spiritual person and you have like a really high intuition or you practice regularly, you know what I mean, like your faith is strong and you practice and you understand how energy works. When you have a person that's energetically blocking things because they don't want to deal with it, you'll still feel it, right? They could think like, oh, there's nothing wrong, but energetically it will still create a barrier, it will still create a block between a connection. And until that person wants to wake up and realize it, you're going to always feel like there's something that is in between the connection. Now, for some people who practice, there's some clearing work that can be done to help with things like that. Prayer, of course, is one of those things. Um, you can light candles and do some candle magic, like some clearing work. Take it how it resonates, do what works for you. Um, but then there's some people who they just don't want to process. They just don't want to work through shit. They want to keep a facade. And when that's the case, there's really nothing you can do. And then they miss out on opportunities like being able to commit and actually build a strong relationship. And for others of you, if that's not the case, then this connection is because I get so many storylines, right? Because I'm also getting that there's somebody here that's trying to weigh their options because someone doesn't want children. Someone just wants to live the free life. They want to be able to move about. And what's blocking them is that somebody wants to have kids and the other person says that they're not ready. They're not prepared. They don't. They don't want to give up a certain lifestyle. They feel like kids will slow them down. They don't like the reality of having children or having the responsibility of that. They look at it as more burdensome than anything. And they feel like they've already been through so much in this life. Why would they want to burden their children? And I feel like this is throwing you for a loop. Like you're like, what the hell? How could you look at life this way? But that's some of you, that's kind of the case. So now somebody's trying to figure out, do I continue with this relationship or do I stop? Do I end it here? Whoever this person is, they feel like you're really into some really deep thinking and they're worried about, yeah, look, intuition. They're really worried. They're worried about the stuff that you're working through because they feel like whatever this is could lead you to somewhere else. They're not 100% sure. But whoever this is, they feel like you're being like you're creating an unnecessary block between the connection, but I don't feel that way. I feel like you guys know what this relationship could be, but somebody is blocking it through pride and ego. Somebody is very arrogant. Somebody is being really stubborn, very rigid, and is creating a lot of conflict within a relationship here. I don't know. It could be dealing with a Gemini, a Cancer, a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Sagittarius, Aries, Libra. Let's see. How are you feeling about this person? Sweetheart, you keep saying this in the chat, but if you really want me to answer your questions, you can book a personal reading. I'm not doing a personal reading on live stream. Okay, let's see. How are you feeling about this person and your energy? How are you feeling about the person in your energy, Holy Spirit? How are you feeling about the person in your energy? Okay. So we have the Two of Wands, the King of Cups. How are you feeling about the person in your energy? The Eight of Swords. I'm telling you, I felt that Eight of Swords. How are you feeling about the person? We have the High Priestess, the Ace of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. With the five, I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles at the bottom. As much as you want to hold on to this, whatever it is that you're feeling for this person, there's a part of you that feels like you need to be reserved. You need to start managing your time and your energy better. You look at somebody and you feel like you have a lot of love for them, you have a lot of emotions, but you're weighing your options. You feel like you have to decide what path you want to take. Um, there's just a part of this that feels like you're tired of being in your head. Your intuition keeps telling you that, because that intuition cards keep popping up in my brain. And then we have the High Priestess. So your intuition keeps telling you like um there's something about the situation you need to move through slowly, because they want you to understand exactly what it is that is not working for you, because it feels like it's something that can easily be shifted. But it's kind of not going to be on you. There's something about your life or something about what you do is very it's like this person, they take a lot of your advice, whether they want to admit it or not. Somebody feels, I don't know, I feel like you're trying to maintain a sense of respect or something. Hold on, guys. Okay. Sorry, my kids are doing the most. Okay, so I feel like somebody here is trying to, I don't know, it's like they're not really being 100% honest with themselves. And I feel like you sense this, and this is what's making you go, okay, I can't keep living. Okay. You know that someone has a lot of emotions for you. You know that somebody has a lot of love for you, but you also know that somebody is benefiting from you being around. So the problem that we're having here is, how is it that this person is able to show up, be there, but you still also feel like there's something that is missing or something that you're not seeing. And deep down, your intuition is telling you, as much as you love this person or as much as they show you they love you, there's something that feels like it's either moving really slow, someone is emotionally closed off. And it's like it's keeping this person stuck, and you feel like it's keeping the relationship from progressing. Does that make sense? It's like someone that's choosing not to grow up, and you're like, dude, you're the only reason. Like, if you would just wake up, you would see this is what, yeah, look, reflection. If you would just wake up, you can see like we could be so much further along, but there's something that somebody needs to take action on to get them out of this state, and it has to do with how slow they're moving. Um, I feel like somebody refuses to revisit the past, and that's the thing that is holding them back. Remember in the beginning, I said there's a person who either is feeling this way about you or take it how it resonates. But there's a person here that there's something that could have taken place in the past that this person hasn't really reflected on. They could have just shoved it aside. They feel like they did enough to get past it and then left it alone, or just stop thinking about it. Take it how it resonates. But there's someone here, it's like they're not really aware enough, and this is keeping them closed off. And I feel like they're being forced to kind of go through a period of reflection, which is why we keep getting that Four of Swords, so that they can see exactly what they need and what they don't need in a relationship, or they're going to lose out. But Spirit is forcing this person to get this awakening and actually act on this. And this has to do with the things that they're not saying. High priestess is like you could know, but you just don't say nothing. You don't want to be honest with yourself. You don't speak up on this because there's a bit of vulnerability that's involved, and that is creating some uncomfortable realizations for someone. I feel like you could have called this out, and it's forcing someone to like, I don't know, they just want to save face. They don't really want to like, they'll just act like, no, everything is fine. This is the type of person that'll tell you everything is fine. But Spirit is wanting them to do something new, to turn those gears, to get their brain going, to like make them wake up. Look, because somebody is trapped, and what you're looking for is success, but someone is slowing you down. And it's all because of like the mental problem, the mental, it's the stuff that they don't want to see. Collective, I feel like you have a lot of love for this person, but it's like you can see the, either you can see it or you can sense and feel what it is that they're battling. And I feel like you're taking it on and you need to not take it on. I feel like you're the one that's holding on to somebody else's shit. And spiritually, you got to understand, when you're in a relationship with someone that refuses to go through the shit they're supposed to go through and you take it on energetically, they'll let you be the sponge, and they'll grow in life, and you'll be sucked dry if you keep that type of energy around. I'm just warning you. And the reason, like, you'll know because if you take time away from this person and your life starts to feel lighter and feel better, and they come back around and you start to feel heavy again, that's how you know. That's how you know that you don't belong there. And your spirit guides are going to show you that you don't belong there. They're going to show you the way out of there. Why the Eight of Swords for the collective? The world. I'm telling you, they're going to close that cycle out. And you're going to see how, like, you win on the other side. Yeah, I'm telling you. And it's going to create some sort of karma for this person, because it's like, when you choose not to do the work and God sends you a person that's here to teach you something, that's here to help you move through this so that you don't keep creating the same mistakes and missing out on opportunities. Like, it's like you can't fuck around on the wrong one. Spirit is going to punish you for that because you're choosing to take the easier route. So there, if depending on the path that's chosen, it's going to create some negative karma for somebody. Yeah, then I tell you, it's about somebody like really waking up and healing. But you got someone that's so resistant to change. This is somebody that's never really like handled their emotions well, or really dealt with their emotions. So it keeps coming back up. Yeah, it's a fear. It's something that they don't want to see. I don't know. But whatever this is, it's like you were meant to expose this person's shadow side so that it's out in the open and they have no choice but to reflect and to get over this, so that either you guys can break the cycle and get on a better path together, or so you can show this person what it is to lose out. Um and they just miss out on an opportunity. You get the blessing in the end. It's just not what the person you thought it was going to be with. Now, I don't believe that, because tarot could be dramatic as hell, y'all. So I don't believe that for everybody it's a breakup. I just feel like sometimes it's about ending a conflict and creating a powerful change where the dynamic shifts into a better relationship, and you don't have to deal with this lesson anymore, or this cycle. And then it becomes like the story of the past where you're telling people, yo, you remember when we were going through this? I'm so glad we got through that. You know what I mean? But it's happening for somebody. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, an Aries, a Pisces, a Virgo, a Libra, an Aquarius, a Cancer, a Taurus. I think I said Gemini already. A Gemini. How is the collective feeling about this person? I feel like in the beginning, everything could have been really good. And then you started noticing how you backtracked. Like everything was going how it was supposed to go. The energy was great. You were getting along really well. Everything felt balanced. And then something happened where you hit this energy where you had to create a change, or it was going to fail, or create a change. And because you started noticing that you guys fell into a cycle, you fell into a repetitive pattern where you keep having the same conversations, or you're fighting about the same people. It's like this point of your journey, you hit a plateau in your relationship, and you're like, damn, what's going on? Why are we not progressing? Or what's going on? Why are we fighting about the same thing? It's something like that took place. Yeah, but I feel like things are trying to balance out. You're seeking peace right now. I feel like some of you guys are withdrawing just because you want to get to a place where you're like, I feel like somebody wants that with you. Yes, somebody feels like they have a really deep love with you. This is like very soulmate energy. They feel like the connection with you is strong, but the problem is either they feel like you allow situations to be bigger than what it is, or you allow or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. But there's like either you or someone feels like there's either people giving you bad advice, or you're allowing, I don't know, maybe they feel like you are relying on tarot too much, or they feel like they don't like the fact that astrology is creating such a rift in your relationship. There's something like that. Or they feel like your mental state is not balanced, or you're taking advice from the wrong people. There's something like that here. Um, because you're not dealing with the crap anymore. Yeah, you're not dealing with the crap anymore. So now they're trying to blame it on something else. And you're like, no, it's just I'm tired of the escapism. Somebody wants to work this out though. Somebody's looking for a second chance. They don't like the distance. They're hoping that you come back. They don't want the relationship to end. If it already ended, they want a second chance. They feel like you're pushing them away, and they're trying to offer you something real this time. But I feel like you're not allowing this person in if they're coming in and not really ready to grow and give you what it is that you need. Some of you guys, you know what you need. You know what you're willing to deal with. And there's somebody that it's like this person, whoever this person is in your energy, they feel like they feel like you're the problem. They feel like, oh, this could be so much easier, but you're making it more complicated. And to you, you could feel like, no, like I know what I need, and you're just not offering that. You're not giving, it's not giving. And you feel like there's something that's telling you that whatever's going on is performative. You feel like somebody's being performative, like they're giving you all this love and everything. Um, but you feel like they could be really rigid with their when it comes to what relationships can be. I don't know, like they feel like they have an idea in their mind of what relationships can be versus what it actually is. And somebody is, I feel like either you or them, you feel, I don't know, you don't feel 100%. But spirit is telling you to still keep an open mind. I feel like there's something about this situation. Yeah, heart to heart conversations. There's something about this that may just be able to work out. I just feel like you're at this space where you're like, well, you know what you deserve and you know what you want. And this person either is gonna have to step up or not. But I feel like either way, you're gonna get what you want. That big break is right around the corner. So whether this person becomes a lesson, very soon, you're gonna be like either giving somebody the, I don't know. I feel like you're giving them time to kind of figure this out before you decide to either move on or someone else comes along. That's just how life works. Yeah, a past life connection. For some of you guys, you got another person that's coming in, and this person's going to be what you're looking for. But this person needed to help you break this cycle of running into the same pattern or dealing with love bombing energy, dealing with the, oh, everything is cute and everything in the beginning, and then you really start to get to know the person and you realize there's really no substance there. Or you're dealing with somebody that like they gain more from you than you from them. Or sorry, my candle, I just don't want it to make a mess. Or you're dealing with somebody where you feel like you can't have those heart to heart conversations. You feel like somebody is not open minded enough. And I feel like this is bothering you. There's a lot about conversations and decision making and um, the mental, like you like to be mentally stimulated. And I feel like you keep trying to get someone to open up. But someone, I'm telling you, somebody has an idea of what a relationship should be. It's like dreamy energy. They have the idea of a relationship, dreamy. Well, I'm telling you, dreamy energy. Um, and you're like, it's like, I know what I like. You know what I mean? Somebody's like, I know what I like. Oh my God. Anything else? Yeah, I'm telling you, there's somebody that's being spiritually aligned with you that's being sent in. And it happens during either a period of separation or it's going to be the reason to separate you. I don't know. I feel like one situation is more about stability and the other one's more about a spiritual connection. Take it how it resonates. Okay. What if this isn't love? What if this isn't like relationship related? What if this is friend, family? What if it's something completely platonic? What is it that you need the collective to know about the person and their energy? Let's see. Tell me more, Holy Spirit. Just because y'all know, those who have been with me long enough, you guys know, I like to try to tap into it as much as I can because I'm reading for so many people. I don't know where this is going to hit. So let's try to tap into everything, right? Okay, so we have 0330. So this is about collaboration. This could be family, this could be friendships, this could be like somebody you work with. But I feel like there's someone here, okay, there's someone here that maybe you're coming to an understanding with. If this is work, this is somebody that owes you something financially. Like maybe they took business from you or um maybe they did something a little dirty in the past. I feel like something is coming around for them to have to make this right. For some of you, you could have like a boss or something that maybe they didn't recognize your potential. They didn't recognize how well you actually worked with everyone and how good you are at your job. I feel like the opportunity is coming around for them to see just how successful you are, just how good you are at your job, where you're able to, it's like make something really easy or you make something look easy. I feel like they have no choice but to like give you some sort of increase, whether it's financially when it comes to your salary. or a bonus or something, but I see that coming in. Somebody feels like you're worth it or you're owed this. And this has to do with like either somebody owing you money or owing you time. Like maybe you put in a lot of energy or time into a person, into a job, into something. And it's like it's time for you to get to reap the reward. You're owed something back here. And I feel like maybe if you were overworking or you had a boss that was like really making you invest a lot of time or do a lot of overtime or something like that, I feel like there's something that's coming in where now you get to, it's like you get a blessing from that. Whatever this shift is, for some of you, this could be like creatively. I also feel like for some of you, they're shifting some sort of responsibility to someone else or delegating a job or a task to someone else. So you get some sort of freedom. And I feel like you finally feel like you're winning because either maybe you could have been overworked and underpaid. Well, now the positions are being filled. So you're finally like, whew, I don't have to work as much or as hard. There's a sense of like independence, a sense of freedom, like you feel a little bit freer. You're not as anxious. Maybe you have more time to like um focus on the like the details of the job or just breathe, right? Sometimes it's just nice to just be able to walk around for a second, go to the bathroom without holding your pee because you're stuck doing this job that you get so overwhelmed you can't even pee. You know what I mean? Like it be the little things sometimes. Like you're not rushing through your lunches. Like you can actually enjoy your meals or you can take your breaks. Like there's something about that here where you feel like, oh, thank God. Whoever's in your energy, this person, maybe they're paying some sort of karma for overworking you and now they feel like I have to make something right. Like spirit is really on this person's ass and making sure that either you come out winning in some way or you're owed some sense of accomplishment. You're owed something here. So tell me more. I keep feeling like a financial gain. I'm not gonna lie. You come out winning some way. I don't care if it's like they buy you something, they make something easier on you, they give you a bonus or something, but this is like a lucky shift that happens. And this is like something that's owed to you though. And I feel like it's money. I also feel like for some of you guys, there's you if it's like a job situation or a friendship where they owed you money and they're paying you back or something like this is like to clean the slate. There's something about someone feeling they need to wipe the slate clean. You got the Empress here, baby. I'm telling you, you got money coming in. And it's because it's a sense of recognition. Like you keep everything afloat and someone is recognizing that. They're recognizing how you help grow. Like, look, Empress to the Emperor. They're recognizing how you keep things afloat, how you run something and keep it like running smoothly. You keep growing the business or growing um like energy is constantly being poured into your friendships, your home life, your job life. There's something about that here and this person feels like being a part of your life or having you alongside them is beneficial. And without you, it feels like delayed karma, if that makes sense. Like there's something about you being around that delays their karma. This is different. Tell me more. Where this isn't about love. The hangs man, the page of pentacles, and the three of cups. This person loves your energy. They love working with you. They love being around you. They feel like they have a lot of fun with you. They feel like you're constantly teaching them new things. Um, but this person feels like they owe you something because they've wasted a lot of your time. They've had you like 9-9 when I said that. This person feels like you could be doing so much better. Maybe you work really well independently and this person is like trying to keep you in groups because you can monitor or you'll make sure that everything runs smoothly or you'll kind of take over the reins and make sure everything gets done so it takes stress off of them. Well now they're like, okay, I'm gonna finally come in and send help your way so that you don't have to feel this way. If this is friendship, somebody recognizes that either you had some sort of knowledge and some wisdom, or maybe they looked at you like you could have been really controlling, but this person is starting to appreciate who you are. Somebody understands your role in their life. They feel like you're constantly moving and growing. They look at you like a boss, I'm not gonna lie. And this person feels like they benefit having you in their life. Maybe this person had a little bit of animosity towards you because they feel like you had your life more together. But I'm telling you, this person wants to work with you. Or this is somebody, yeah, they looked at you as competition. They looked at you, um, maybe they even wanted to walk away from you. Maybe they looked at you like you were the problem. I keep getting that, but they're realizing, like, damn, no, this person, this is crazy. Like somebody could have really looked at you um, like they had to compete with you, but you were good competition to have because you kept them on their toes. I don't know. It's a weird energy because this person kind of low key competes with you, but it's like that iron sharpens iron. Like they compete with you, but they feel like with you not being around, like then what does that mean for them? Then they feel like they're not growing or they're not gaining anything from the situation. If it's a job, they feel like there's some people around you, some coworkers that low key hate on you. They don't like the way you work or they don't like that you make it look easy. Somebody's mad that your boss is delegating work towards them and now they have more work on their plate. You got somebody that's a little bit upset at the fact that they're being forced to make your life easier and they feel like what makes you so special. Somebody feels like you owe them now. Yeah, like somebody they put you in the corner for a while and now you're putting them, it's like you're putting everything back on them. Someone doesn't like it. If this is a friend, this is a person that tries to put you in your head, or they try to get other people to gang up on you. You got somebody that's trying to gang up on you. Somebody's doing some stuff a little bit, like they think they're gonna get away with this. It's a little bit manipulative. This person is thinking they're gonna get away with this shit and they're not. Like there's people who they see all this and they look at it and they're like, this person is, I don't know, collective. They look at you and they're like, this person minds their business. They don't bother nobody. What's going on here? They feel like you're just in the books, like you're just working, like you just handle your business. You're trying to constantly solve problems, find solutions, but you got people that are trying to like point you to be the bad guy. But I feel like this is why these people, these higher ups, they're looking at you like we gotta give them something. We owe them something. And I don't know if it may just be like a bonus or something, but they feel like they owe you something for what you've endured because they don't want you to leave. Like somebody doesn't want you to go away. They don't want you to go anywhere. And yeah, 10 of Pentacles. I'm telling you, this is like a financial gain. Somebody's gonna help. I feel like someone is repaying you because the 10 of Pentacles also speaks of like an inheritance. You're gaining something from this. Yeah. From whatever cycle you endured where you were really stressed the hell out. 5-5 energy. I keep getting that. You were stressed the hell out dealing with this shit. And if this was like a family situation, this is someone who is paying you. Like you have like an ancestor that feels like you're owed something for whatever you endured as like when you were younger. Maybe you had a lot of people that were ganging up on you, or you had family that ganged up on you. There was some sort of competition there. I feel like you're owed something for this. You're gaining something. Some sort of blessing financially comes from the hard work and the time you put not investing in the bullshit. Like you weren't even worried about what other people were feeling and thinking. And that you may not have even known that they were feeling and thinking this way. That's the crazy thing. You were just minding your fucking business and people were paying karma for shit that you didn't even know. And now you got all these people coming around you trying to make things right. And you're like, oh, okay. Because you were just oblivious to this. Your ancestors wanted to make sure that you were being repaid for this. Yeah. And it's stuff that you didn't even know. People were like doing this on the low. For some of you, you have a real story to tell. And people want to hear it. How you were able to come out of the chaos, out of like the magic that was sent your way to keep you unstable. It's like you were just taking everything that came with you and you were finding a way to turn it into blessings. Like while people were throwing shots at you, you were just trying to find a way around it. Like you weren't even allowing it to really hit you. And if it was hurting you in some way, you didn't even know that that's what it was. Like you didn't know that that's what was being sent your way. You were just like, okay, this is just another life lesson. Let me just move through this. You know what I mean? Like, even if you had some hateful ass people around you or people that were just sending negativity your way, literally sending shit, they were making the choice to do this and you were just moving forward while they were just creating their own karma. And that's the thing. Like when you are a person that God considers like one of his soldiers, and you have people come around you that use you, that abuse you, that put you through it, and you keep trying to find ways to work around it, you keep trying to fight through it, you're not giving up, you're not making excuses, you're just moving. It's like God will find a way to make all of the bullshit that happened become the biggest blessings in your life. And the crazy thing is, the people who keep trying to send this your way, they're like, what? How is it that this person keeps and then they end up trying to get on board with you because they're like, well, I might as well, if I can't beat them, might as well join them. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even realize that these people are doing this to you. It's like God keeps trying to show them, just choose another way. Could be dealing with a Libra, a Gemini, a Cancer, an Aries, a Sagittarius, a Libra, a Taurus, Capricorn, Aries. I think I said Libra, Taurus already. Virgo. So what is it that the collective should do dealing with this person? Oh, let's pull a different deck. Mind your business. They said Nine of Pentacles. Mind your business and keep focusing on your successes. Mind your business. Don't worry about these people. What is it that the collective needs to focus on at this time? What will help them continue bettering themselves, dealing with this energy? Keep what I say, keep focusing on your own foundation. Keep focusing on you, building yourself up. Literally. Um, it's like when you are dealing with stuff that causes confusion, that causes chaos, that um it's like that you feel is off. Your only option is to create a little bit of distance because God is trying to rework the foundation of those relationships, rework the foundations of those opportunities. When people are taking from you and it's becoming like too much to bear, it's like God will create cracks in the foundation so that you can see them and then also either realize what you need to remove or realize how you need to maneuver around that shit. Sometimes tarot can be so dramatic sometimes where people think like everything is always stay or go. And a lot of the times it's not realistic. A lot of the times is shift, right? Shift your perspective, shift how you're moving, and watch how the things around it change. If you no longer tolerate certain bullshit, then your managers can only what? Fire you or see that you are actually someone important and valuable to work with and maneuver around you. If you're in relationships and you feel like someone is not understanding and you're tired of talking this shit over and over again, baby, all you can do is remove yourself from the situation, create a little bit of space, put your boundaries up. And then the person is either going to fall in line and start realizing like, damn, I don't want to really lose out on this. And let me switch up my approach. Let me figure out how to because that's a part of it too. Sometimes shut the fuck up. Like don't talk too much. Let them figure out the problem. Let them solve their issues. Like let them figure it out. Sometimes that's the case too. So there will be cracks in this foundation. There'll be cracks within the connection. There'll be cracks within the way you're operating your home, your business, in order to show you how to switch up your approach. Sometimes the biggest blessings come from the switch up in your approach. If you would have stayed on the same path, your business could have failed 6 months from now, and God had to show you like, yo, Let me maneuver you around this. Let me create a little crack in the foundation now, because it's all blessings that are blocking what could have potentially been worse in the future. We never know how it works in this life. That's why we're meant to look at every obstacle, every challenge as a blessing in disguise. It's never going to feel nice in the midst, like when you're in the thrill of it all, but it doesn't mean you just give up. The cracks in the foundation are just pressures of life, right? It's all the stuff that's helping you become a better person and a stronger person at that. So it also just shows you to switch your perspective, seek new ideas, try different routes or different ways to go about this. Like, it's life. We're meant to adapt. We're meant to shift. We're not meant to continue on the same path, doing the same thing. No, eventually something's got to go. Yeah, Seven of Wands. You got to know that at the end of the day, you're being protected throughout all of this. This is protection. Whether we like to believe it or not, it is the protection, and it's the one that's necessary. It's the one that is going to get us through. I don't know. That's just me though. That's how I look at it. I'm the type that I will cry, complain, fight my way through it. It's like I'll have the plan. I'll have a problem. I'll already start working out the plan. I'll start moving through the plan. But in the midst of it, I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe this shit. Can you believe this shit? Can you believe I have to deal with this? And then in the midst of me telling you this, I'm already mapping out everything. And then the next day I already put everything into play. But in the midst of it, I have to get that shit out. I have to be like, I can't believe this is happening. I'm dramatic. I have to cry it out. I have to be like, this is so crazy. I can't believe this is happening to me. But in the midst of that, I've already talked it out, and my brain has already processed. I'm already finding my next plan, and I'm moving through it. But that first day, I gotta cry, stress, worry, think about the worst case of scenarios, and like I gotta do the most, and then I can get through it. Like I don't know why that is, but that's just my emotional ass. I'm not gonna stand here and pretend like I'm perfect. No, I crash out and then I move towards solutions. Remember, every day is a new day. Jesus, I can't read what you're saying. Just look through us from humanity, put him up. I don't know what you're saying, honey. I'm sorry. I speak in silence, girl. It's all Gucci. I love that. That's all right. You're perfectly aligned of new changes, talking it through. I'm sensitive to emotional, but I submit and pray it out. Yeah, same here. Same here. I had to cry it out, process all of my emotions through. I'm not the type to just stuff it down. No. I'm going to cry it out. I'm going to have my emotional moments. I don't care if I'm crying in the shower. I don't care if I'm in my room crying. And it could be the littlest things. Like I ran out of water. That me running out of water for that moment at that perfect time, I'm crying cuz like why? I need this so bad. And then I ran out and everything else already feels heavy. Oh, that one moment, I will look at it like it's a sign and I will cry, get it all out. I'll call like my brother or somebody and be like, "Can you believe this is happening? I can't believe this." And then to top it all off, I ran out of water when I was the thirstiest, and I'll just be boo-hooing. And then after that, I'm already solving my problem. I'm already plotting the new thing, and then I just move. And I'm like, okay, I got it out. And for some of you guys, I feel like whoever these people are in your energy, because it feels for some of you this feels like a work situation. For some of you, this is your friendships. This is like a hidden jealousy. And understand that jealousy is not a bad thing. Like if you have people around you that can be a little bit, I mean, let's be honest, there's levels to this, right? Just like everything. But it doesn't always have to be a bad thing. If you have someone that's jealous, they could just be in a low place and they're just wanting, they look at something about you that they admire and they want some of that for themselves, not to take from you, but there's a part of them that longs for it, so they want a little bit of that themselves. To me, there's nothing wrong with that. We can all aspire to want more in our lives. That's literally why you have um connections with people, right? That's the whole purpose of you having people around you. It's not about saying like envy is different. Like if I envy you, it's because I want what you have and I don't want you to have it. that's a whole different thing. But to be jealous of somebody, I feel like it's more of a it's a lighter load. It's like, damn, I wish, like, I'm so happy for you, but I need a little bit of that in my life right now, kind of vibes. And to me, when you have that energy around you, it's a little bit of competition, but the competition is good because it's it's building both of you up. It's not tearing you down for me to have it. It's just like, okay, well, let me work harder so I can have a little bit of that too. I feel like sometimes we need some of that. I feel like we need that push, right? Um, Even mentally, like you have people that'll push you to think differently, to think outside the box, to find new ways to approach different situations. You need that in life, right? You need a little bit of a debater kind of vibe around you, to make you better, to push you, to make you smarter, to make you think differently, to make you speak and like express yourself better. Like, you need the push. I don't care what anybody says. Some people be like, "Oh, you can't have jealous people around you." Send them, because you're going to deal with it no matter what. You're going to have jealousy no matter what. You could have the kindest person around you your whole life. And if that person, it goes through a little bit of a dark time, or they go through a little bit of like that dark night of the soul where they're in transition and they're God is putting them through a lesson, baby, you think that they're not going to sit here and look at you and be like, why is her life a little bit easier than mine? And they may not even like the fact that they're feeling that way, but it doesn't mean that they're not feeling that way. Like, we all experience it. We're human. I don't know. It's like, to me, it's just expected. I expect people to go through that at different stages, especially if you have real people around you, real relationships that you nurture and you care about. You're going to go through seasons with people. Your own partner, your own spouse can go through this with you. Your children can go through this with you. Like, that's the whole point. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, you're gonna go through this. You just gotta create boundaries. Know when to protect yourself when people are going through it. You gotta protect your energy too, but that's also part of the lesson, right? Protecting yourself when somebody's going through it. You can be supportive, but you're not gonna be their doormat, right? Yeah, I feel like, look, whoever this person is, I feel like, or whoever's in your energy, this is somebody I feel you want to see them succeed, and they want to see you succeed, or they want to be with you succeeding with you. I just feel like they have some stuff that they haven't quite healed, because there's a lot of stitches. There's a lot of stitches around this person. And this is showing me like they've been through some stuff that really hit them hard. And they just find ways to put the pieces back together, but you're never fully putting it back together completely. There's still going to be cracks in the way. There's never going to be completely whole. And this person feels like, well, it's good enough. And I feel like you're really teaching this person a powerful lesson. And it's through how you're protecting your energy. I feel like somebody is just making moves. Somebody is making moves this week, and someone is sensing this, and they're just like, well, what do we need to do? They're really relying on faith to, like, they feel like this is just a cycle that you're going through, and they want to just get through this. They're riding the wave, y'all. This is somebody that is riding the wave with you because they don't want to miss out on an opportunity, but they also feel like they're paying some sort of consequences. There's something about that here. It says, I'm pulling some guidance messages. So this is um my brain, the Kali Oracle, I'm sorry. It's like the Divine Mother. So it says, Shadashi cleanses the soul from past hurts. Her presence indicates recovery and a reclaiming of dignity after experiences of being judged, betrayed, or criticized. If your innate being has been put down in any way, or if there has been any bullying or nastiness directed towards you, Shadashi brings healing and renewal so you can rise above and lay claim to the innate beauty and worth. You see what I'm saying? It's like that's kind of what this feels like. Like, somebody has been really going through it lately. Um, Someone has been feeling like maybe they weren't being given to enough, or you just got tired, you got overlooked, you were worn out, you could have felt betrayed by someone who was supposed to care about you, and they feel like um maybe they took advantage or whatever it is, right? And you could have been in a period of recovery, and you decided like you were just tired of this, and maybe there was a moment where you were being nasty, or maybe there was a moment where they were being nasty, or you just got fed up, and then there was distance, or a sense of like, I'm just good. Like maybe you just closed your energy off and someone's feeling coldness. I feel like it was in order for like some sort of protection here. And I feel like there is energy around you that's trying to help clear this around, like clear the energy, clear your heart, or free up that space that's been a little dark. And I feel like you felt like you had to do it, or they're feeling like this is you, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. But it's like the divine mother or your ancestors are telling you, like, sometimes you're going to go through these periods. Just know that you're being protected through it all, and know that it's very much necessary for you to have this level of protection for yourself. And um the awareness that you have, like when you know, because that's the best part, when you're aware and you know when something's not right, and you're like, okay, let me take a step back. That usually comes from past hurts and betrayals that showed you that how to protect yourself, how to care for yourself, how to truly love yourself. And sometimes loving yourself means creating distance from somebody else who is not giving you the same level of love and attention. And that has to be okay, whether they like it or not. That's not your business. And then we have Matanji. She's the tantric queen of outcasts, unveiling the hidden inner power to thrive outside conventional society. If you have been denied love and respect, she brings healing and empowerment. If you have suffered rejection or abandonment, or maybe been or maybe you've been labeled as unworthy in any way, she brings dignity and repair. She clears the way for a creative, joyful, and vibrant life path. And I'm telling you, there's something where somebody is feeling like somebody doesn't get it. Somebody doesn't get it. And maybe they feel like the way you're asking for love is too much, or they feel like you're asking for too much, like you should settle and just be happy with what you're receiving. And you're like, no, no, this can't be life. This can't be enough. There's no way that I can allow this to be it. And because you're thinking this way, I feel like it's showing somebody. It's showing somebody the cracks in their foundation. It's showing somebody um where you're just not willing to, it's like you're transferring all that energy back to them, and you're like, no, you hold on to that. Where maybe you were taking it on, like, all their flaws, or all, and it's not even the flaws, right? Maybe it's just the things they didn't process. You're taking all that on, and now you're like, "Nah, you hold on to that." You're giving it back to them, and you're distancing yourself, and it's driving somebody crazy. It's driving someone crazy. Or maybe you're just not working as hard at work, and now they're starting to see that they have to carry the weight, and they're like, "Damn, I can't believe that they were doing all of this." Yep. And now you got to deal with it yourself. Somebody is a hell of a wake up call this upcoming week for you guys. Somebody, yes, for sure. Somebody's going through a hell of a week. I'm just gonna say that. Um, Man, I wanted to pull one more guidance message, and then we will leave it there. And then I'll go ahead and post like an all signs, just to see um the person in your energy, what they want, what you gotta know. We'll do a quick one. Yeah. Somebody here, what you're getting, what you need to know is you got somebody that's just afraid. They're afraid of the shift that's happening. It doesn't make them feel comfortable. They got used to doing things one way, and now that you're no longer allowing something, or you just created a sense of distance, it's like you're telling somebody, whether you like it or not, there will be no harmony. There will be no resolution until some changes are made. And somebody is wanting to get back in the big house with you, where it's all nice and cozy and warm and loving and just luscious, and you have them in a really dark space because they're not allowed to be there with you. They feel on the outside. They feel like you shut them out. And someone knows that maybe you poured a lot of emotions into this. Maybe you've cried, maybe you've pleaded, maybe you've asked for help. Maybe they've seen you stress, maybe they've seen you go through a lot of heartache or a lot of exhaustion, and they let you sit there. So I feel like now you're giving it back and you're freeing yourself. And you're finding your own sense of harmony. You're finding your own resolution. And sometimes that means just letting somebody sit where the hell they're at. Let them deal with their own shit. Let them pick up the own pieces. You're trusting that the universe is going to help see you through this. You're trusting that God is going to find a way. And it could be a little scary. Maybe you're like, oh, I don't want to do this because what if they feel like they don't want to be here no more? Now you're just like, I guess that's life. Like you're in that space where you're just accepting whatever comes. You just feel like you have to do what's best for you, and you're trusting that God doesn't let it get to that point. But also, if it's meant to get to that point, you're okay with that too because you trust God. You trust that the universe is going to see you through any situation, no matter how good or bad. It's always going to be for your benefit. I feel like you're trusting that, and that's what you're kind of leaving. Whatever, whether it's a person, a job, you're kind of letting them figure their shit out. So, anywho, this week feels like you guys have a lot of time that you are going to be investing in yourself, a lot of like time where you're going to be able to breathe a little bit better. You may have to watch a little bit of the chaos go on around you this week. You're not being called to take it on, though. That's the thing. So, make sure that you are taking this in, taking this, like heeding the message, because the whole point of this is for you to take that time for yourself. Okay. Recognize your worth, hold your boundary. And it's not about being nasty, it's not about being malicious. It's just about people having to strategize better, prioritize their time better, figure things out better. That's all it is. And you make sure that you are also taking your time for you, doing the things you need to do for yourself. But anyways, okay. Let's go ahead and break down all signs real quick. We're gonna run through this as quickly as possible because I have to do my baby's hair so that she is ready for the week. And I am determined to have that done in the next, hopefully, 2 hours. I don't want to be here. Normally, it takes me like 5 hours to do her hair. I want to get it done in two. So let's see how fast I can get this done. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Aries. Aries, you have the Justice and the Four of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. Aries, I feel like you could have went through, this could have been your story. You could have been going through something with somebody for some time. There may be like some sort of legal situation coming up. um Maybe you had to, I don't know if this is you or them, somebody may have had to lick their wounds. So you could be dealing with a an Aries, or you could be dealing with a Libra. I'm also hearing Aquarius or an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Whatever this is, either if there's a legal situation, somebody is going to have to sit with the fact that they're not getting what they want. But there's somebody that has been done wrong that is being made right. Because spirit is calling for something to be fair. And I'm not gonna lie, this feels very legal. If it's not legal, then this is spirit calling on spiritual justice for you after you've been wrong for some time. And it could have been through a period where it really put you in a dark space and you had to come back through it. So just know that you're gonna get some sort of just due. Now, if this is you doing some foolishness, Aries, I suggest you be careful because somebody's gonna end up getting what they're owed in the end, and you may not be happy. You may have to sit and lick your wounds if it's you. So take that how it resonates. Okay. Um, but that's for you, Aries. Let's go to Taurus. Taurus, we have the Seven of Pentacles and the Three of Cups with the Five of Wands. Taurus, you're being called to really pay attention to the things that you're investing in. I feel like you're really focused on like some sort of celebration that's coming, or trying to be friendly, be more outgoing. And I feel like, I don't know, is there like, I don't know, it feels like a little bit of a competition, or like you may be ruffling some sort of feathers by doing this. Whatever it is that you're putting your time and energy into, I don't know why you feel like you need to. I don't know. This feels like, I don't know if you joined some sort of what's the word that I'm trying to come up with? You know when you I don't know how to say it in English. For us, we call it a tanda. Like if you you bet money and it's a group of you guys and you guys all bet money to accomplish a certain thing, and at the end, um I don't know, like you everybody's throwing money into something and then in the end everybody gets a certain percentage back, or there's a bet or something that you have with somebody and you're trying to see if you can win. It's something like this, like you're betting or you're betting on someone. Somebody's like betting on a connection or betting on winning something that you're doing with the group, but this is like pushing you to have to be like you want to be the one to win or you want to do the best. I don't know. This feels like a competition. Like somebody's like in the midst of a weight loss competition or some shit. And somebody wants to be on top, or somebody is like up for a promotion and they want to be the one on top. So they're networking. There's something like that here, Taurus. Whatever it is that you're investing into, it's just saying for you to make sure that you are moving through your integrity. Make sure that you're making the right decisions in order to have this be successful. Because I feel like there is a bit of a pushback against you and you're trying to figure out what's this pushback. If you're trying to plan like a party or something, there may be a little bit of a fight, or somebody you feel like somebody is giving you too much pushback and you're trying to figure out like, do I even want to go to this place or do I want to invest in this party or whatever this is? So you're really thinking about that this week, okay? There's something about that for you. Okay. Gemini. Gemini, we have the Hanged Man, the Four of Pentacles, and the World. Gemini, I feel like you're trying to figure out, I don't know, you could just be feeling really stuck. You're trying to figure out, it's like you want to come out of the state. You don't want to be in the same place. You feel like you've been held up for some time, but you're really not sure how you're supposed to go about something. So something is calling you to stack your money, save your money, count your coins, budget better. Something is calling you to like prepare for something that you're not really sure, you're not really seeing, but um I feel like you're in preparation mode, Gemini. And this is for something that's coming in the near future. It feels like it's going to be really successful, but I feel like you're not clear on what you're why you're doing this. But something is calling you to really start getting better about budgeting, managing your money, putting money aside. I feel like you're paying down debt also. You could be staying inside a lot right now. Something's calling you to like not go out as much, really stay inside, or maybe just look at the things that you're spending your time and money on and really start to reinvest yourself. Because this also speaks of investments. I don't know. Gemini, I feel like you're being called to like reevaluate where you're putting your time and your money. And it's you're just like, I don't know why I'm getting this sudden like urge to really focus on this, but it's gonna come to you at the right time, and you're gonna be happy that you listen to your intuition. Okay. Now we're on Cancer. Cancer, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the King of Cups. Cancer, who you marrying? Who's getting married? And why are you slow creeping to the altar? Somebody is like really trying to baby step getting married, or someone has been really trying to purchase a home and it's been taking you a long time to save this money to get this house, but I feel like you're going to be in the right hands. You're going to meet the right person and this person is going to make this happen for you. For some of you, I feel like you have a really loving person that wants to marry you or wants to commit to you or really wants to give you a really stable life, but they feel like you are, I don't know, they feel like you're a little scared of it. Like you want this, but you're walking back. Or this is you feeling this way. Like why am I baby stepping towards the very thing that I want when I know I have somebody that wants to, there's somebody stalling. You feel like somebody's stalling. Like they're coming towards you, but then they're doing like their actions are making you want to backtrack, or their actions are showing you that they're really stalling, but they're trying to make it seem like it's you. I don't know. Something's not right. It's like something about their actions, because the pentacles is the what you feel. It's the tangible, it's what you can see. Something that's happening is making you backtrack, or something they're doing is showing you that they're not ready. Because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving horse in the deck, right? It's the slowest moving card in the deck. So this is something that is like either somebody's taking a long time to grow or a long time to move into this idea or accept the fact that you guys are moving towards marriage, or just a long time to grow, and it's really fucking with the stability or the foundation or your home, whether you feel safe and stable there. And this person can have a lot of love, but they also have a lot of feelings and fears that they're not telling you about also. And you could feel like somebody could be a little bit emotionally manipulative or someone's emotionally closed off. I don't know. Take it how it resonates. He won't let me help him. Girl, listen. She said, because he's stalling. Yeah, that's what it feels like. The Knight of Pentacles is looking the other way. So this is someone that's like, I want this, but I have other things I'm focused on. Ooh, that's what it is. Somebody's trying to backtrack. Somebody's either not financially ready for this, or someone is slow walking into this, but there's something that's stalling this. And it could be because the King of Cups is somebody that's emotionally closed off. And as much as they can have a lot of feelings, but they don't show it or they don't express it. So it doesn't mean anything if they're not willing to be vulnerable and open with you. You know what I mean? So there's something about this that's blocking the very thing that they want or the very thing that you want. They could want all of the stability and the promises of marriage, but then to invest into what it takes to make something fulfilling, that's the thing that's causing the blockage. That's what I'm getting here. Moving along, Cancer. We're going to Leo. Leo, you have the Queen of Wands, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. Okay. Leo, you are starting to feel like either you feel like you're getting more confidence, you're getting the recognition that you've been looking for. I feel like somebody has been doing some sort of mirror magic, like to feel better, to feel more confident, to love on yourself more. Somebody's either looking to have a baby, so be careful because there is a sign of pregnancy here, or someone wanting a child. This is about having a like this is a really good time to conceive if that's what you're looking for. But I feel like somebody feels like they met their person. You have a really good week ahead of you where you feel like finally I'm feeling like somebody is recognizing my worth, putting me in the position that I've been waiting for them to put me in. I feel like we're finally growing. And I feel like my connection is really coming together. So somebody, Leo, you feel like somebody is recognizing the like your position in their life. They're looking at you as the Empress, or you're looking at them as the Empress, and you're starting to say like, okay, I feel really confident in being here, and now I'm ready to look at us like a real union. Somebody feels like they met their soulmate, like somebody that truly gets them. Like there's no questions when it comes to that. So this is really good. I feel like when it comes to yourself, you feel like you're finally growing up. I don't know where I'm getting that. Like I'm growing up. Like I feel like I'm finally doing something. Or you feel like you're finally coming out of a situation where maybe it was you were questioning a connection, or you were just questioning yourself. You were questioning where you wanted to be, and you're finally starting to work towards becoming the version of yourself that you feel proud of. Okay. So that's for you, Leo. Moving on to Virgo. Virgo, we have the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Virgo, your energy came up real strong here. I feel like there's something that's really inspiring you. Be careful about impulsive decisions this week. Um, but there may be one thing that you're gonna have to do, and it's gonna come out of nowhere, and you're gonna feel like I gotta make this happen. For some of you, this has to do with your finances, or this has to do with some sort of spiritual work. You feel like I don't know if you're doing some clearing work. Is there like a moon coming up? I feel like there's a new moon or a full moon. I forget. There's something I don't know. I haven't looked, but I'm feeling it. So there's something coming. I feel like you could be doing some sort of moon magic of some sort here, because you need more inspiration, or you need a sense of like vitality. Like there's something where you need a push. You feel that strongly, like, and your guides are going to honor it. If there's something that you're trying to do for yourself, um I feel like this is the time where you're going to really focus on self-care. This week you're gonna really like tune in or tap in to your spirit guides. There's something about that here. Like you are really focused spiritually this week. I don't know what you're doing, but it feels this way. If this is like your work, I feel like you can be feeling really creative. You're really wanting to invest a lot of time into a project, possibly, or just having some sort of fun. Like you're trying to switch up your energy. You want to feel light. I don't know if you're like taking a break from people and you're just doing your own thing, but this is like very free, fun, flirty kind of energy. And you're being inspired to be in this space. Oh, you know what I'm getting too? You're getting very dark empath energy. You could be doing like your makeup and like, you know what? I'm switching it up this week. And you could like change your hair color. I'm seeing like bold colors. Something about that here, smokiness. There's like a smoky or like a you know how you give somebody that look like, I don't know. There's something like that here. But there's something about you either switching up your look or something like that, and somebody is like, oh shit, and they're recognizing you, and somebody wants you. Somebody is like enticed by the energy. Okay. So that's something that's happening for you this week, Virgo, or someone is looking at you this way and they're letting you know that they want to come in this week. Okay, Libra. Libra, we have the 7 of wands, the devil, and the 2 of swords. Libra. Libra, you could be crying about either someone wanting to cut you off because they're looking at you like you're promiscuous, or you have somebody that you feel, or you're cutting somebody off because you look at them like they have too much, there's too much drama that comes with them. You look at them like they're tied or tethered to too much, and there's a part of you that feels like you need to protect yourself, or somebody feels this way about you. Take it how it resonates, but there's something about you needing to cut ties, or maybe you're setting somebody straight and now it's putting them in a position to want to retaliate. You're being called to protect yourself though, because whoever this is, I feel like they're trying to play nice, but in reality, they're gonna come and like, it's like they're gonna come and try to, I don't know. If you're trying to do something where you want to get away with something, or you think if you spin a story, it's gonna be believable, I don't think so. Eventually someone's gonna see it or hear it and they're gonna come and cut your ass off. So be careful. But vice versa. This could be them too. Take it how it resonates. But there's somebody that's like, like I got away with this. And no, because you have someone feeling like, oh, this is safe and everything is cool. But there's a spirit, or that this is God that's like, I don't like ugly and I'm gonna protect my person, or I'm gonna protect my baby. And someone's about to get the boot, or someone's about to get cut, and this is something you don't see coming or they don't see coming. Take it how it resonates, Libra, but God don't like ugly, and something may come to light and it's not gonna be nice. So be careful with whatever you're doing this week. Okay. I don't even wanna go on that no more. Scorpio. Scorpio, we have the lovers, the wheel of fortune, and the sun. Damn, Scorpio. Scorpio, you either are feeling really good with yourself, you're feeling like Jekyll and Hyde have finally become friends. And this is all in your mind, but you're finally friends, and you finally got on the same page, and you're feeling balanced out, and things are looking up for you, and you're feeling like, thank the Lord. You feel like you can finally see the light of day, and this is making you feel really grateful. Either that's the case, or you feel like somebody is choosing you, or you finally feel chosen, and this is like, or fought for, or something like that, or sought after. I don't know, something is coming to light, and you feel really protected. You feel really safe here. You feel like you're finally seen, or you just feel like things are going your way this week. Like you can't complain. I could have chosen to be this way, or I could have chosen to go a different route, but I didn't, and I'm so grateful that I didn't. But you have a big week ahead of you, but this feels really good in love. It feels like you're making the right decisions. And with the wheel of fortune, it's bringing about a lot of good energy for you. Expect good weather. Like if it looks like it's going to rain, I feel like for whatever reason, you're going to just have a really good day, or the sun is going to shine for you. You know what I mean? Like things are coming up for you, but it seems like everything is working out in your favor. So this feels like a really good week. You're gonna just need to have the, like, make sure that your mindset is in a really good space. When something is trying to get you down, don't allow it to win. And that's going to help improve your week. Okay. Sag. Sag, we have the Eight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Sorry, my dog is losing her mind. Sagittarius, you're focused on your money, honey. I feel like there's something you feel you need to keep tucked away. um I don't know if you have like you're starting a savings or like a rainy day savings, or you got a lump sum of money and you're like tucking it to the side because you feel like you're going to need it for something, or someone is doing planning something for you to make sure you have something. I feel like there's a situation where if your finances were being held up a bit, you've been putting a lot of work, and then you're going to have a lump sum of money to pay off a debt, and you're going to feel like things are starting to take off. There's something about that. Like this week, I don't know if you're getting your income taxes or something, or you're getting a bonus or something, but whatever this money is, it makes you feel really safe and stable. And I feel like it's because you're paying down something that you've been working really hard at. So I don't know if this is debt or this is like a project, and you finally finish it and you get like a bonus for it. I don't know. But this just feels really good. Um if this is in relationship, Sagittarius, I feels like you've been putting a lot of energy into just making sure that you're showing up in your best self. You're showing up as a protector, a provider, or you're showing up as a person that somebody can count on, and they love you for it. I feel like somebody is just going to be giving you a lot of praise this week. They're going to want to tell you how much they appreciate you, how much they love you. They see your hard work, and they want to work with you. So this is about shared energy, like two people sharing responsibility and showing appreciation. So you're going to feel really loved. Um, but I feel like somebody, for more than anything, somebody, it's like you feel loved when someone shows up for you, when someone puts in the energy for you. And I feel like this week that is exactly what's going to be happening, and you're going to feel really good about it. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of conversations about like, oh, thank you for doing that. Oh, thank you for taking the time, or something like that. So either you're feeling this for somebody, or somebody's going to be feeling this about you. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Capricorn, we have the Eight of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. Capricorn, you're saying sayonara to anything that you feel like you've had to fight so hard for. Like you're not fighting anymore. You finally got to a place where you feel like I'm just not working extra hard. I'm not giving too much. I've fought the good fight for a long time, and I just don't have it in me to invest anymore. Somebody is what's the word? Somebody's learned through their disappointments that at the end of the day, if you allow somebody to keep hurting you, they're going to keep hurting you. And the minute you stop allowing that to happen and you stop fighting it, it doesn't affect you anymore. And I feel like this week there's something that has left you feeling unfulfilling, that you're just like, you know what? I'm not willing to fight that fight anymore. I'm going to choose my own happiness, my own joy. And baby, you're getting it, because the shift in perspective is, it's like you're choosing to fight the battle on a different, like on a different field, and you're winning the war because you shifted your perspective. And not only that, but you're also getting something. You're winning in the end. You're winning this war, and you're winning by not investing all of your time and energy into something, to whatever this is anymore. So you get a blessing in the end. And I also feel like it brings you a lot of peace. And that's what makes you feel good, because now you feel like where you were once being puppeted, you're now feeling more like the puppeteer. Oh shit, Capricorn. You're playing things smart. Aquarius, we have the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the 3 of Swords. Aquarius, whatever you keep trying to make work, I feel like, ooh, okay, I got two things. Whatever you keep trying to make work, it just feels like at the end of the day, it just doesn't feel like enough. I feel like somebody could feel like, I don't know if you could be like a single parent or something like that. You could feel like you have way too much stress on your plate, and you're trying not to let your children see it. and it's starting to weigh on you, and you're trying to find a way to take the burdens off or to lighten your load so that it doesn't affect your kids. Or this just feels like maybe this week you're processing something that's coming up from the past that you thought you already went through and you let go of. But there's something about this week where you're revisiting something, um some sort of situation. Don't we hate when that happens? You're like revisiting something from the past that's forcing you to like relive a bit of it again, or to process the emotion of it again, and it sucks. And it's something you're reminiscing on, that you were like, damn, I didn't even know that this still had that hold on me the way that it does. And it's really forcing you to like kind of release it a little bit better. Okay. Another thing, Aquarius, for some of you, I feel like until you stop burdening someone and making them work twice as hard, your life will continue. It's like you will continue to go through the same um heartbreaks or something like that because of the burden you're putting on somebody. It's like spirit is forcing you to revisit something that you're doing, and showing you where you're creating unnecessary burdens on somebody, and showing you like the longer you let this person sit in this state, you will continue to sit in this state. It's like you're sharing the pain until you wake up, kind of thing. So Aquarius, be very mindful this week, because I feel like you're going to be looking at something and feeling like, what the hell? This is crazy. Like somebody's tired of being burdened by something and they want this to drop, but spirit's like, well, did you let's talk about what you did. And how do you think does that person feel? Like somebody this is crazy, but that's kind of what I'm feeling for you, Aquarius. So just be mindful this week about whatever you're doing to someone, because spirit is going to make you revisit this. So just be careful. And Pisces, we have the Seven of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Okay, Pisces, all up in your energy. Pisces, Seven of Swords, Six of Wands. Something is coming to light. If somebody's trying to do something dirty towards you, or somebody is strategizing against you, it's going to come to light. And people are going to be like, damn, I cannot believe that this is what you had to endure. Or you're going to be vindicated for whatever it was that somebody could have said was you. Like, or, ooh, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if somebody comes to you and says, oh my God, I can't believe that I thought you were the problem. Somebody may be coming and having like woman to woman. I can't believe you were the problem. Or I can't believe I thought you were the problem. That's crazy. Somebody's going to be coming and having a conversation and letting you know, like, I thought that this was going to be easier, and I can't believe that that's not the case. Kind of vibes. And you're going to be like, holy crap, like someone admires. Somebody could have really thought, like, you were thinking the worst of them, or you were talking like this feels like unnecessary drama, all because like in the hands of somebody else, and then you find out that that wasn't even you, and you're like, oh, holy crap, I've been having problems with this person all this time, or thinking that I was having beef with this person this whole time, and in reality it was in my own mind. In reality it was because of this person over here, and I thought it was us that we were beefing. In reality it's just because somebody else was saying some shit. Like that's what this feels like, like unnecessary drama, or somebody getting in the mix and thinking and like creating unnecessary drama for no reason. Pisces, I also feel like, I'm not gonna lie, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Because if you got somebody that's talking trash, or saying negative things about somebody's baby mama, or the mother of somebody's children, or a mother energy, be mindful, because they're not telling you the full story. And it's gonna come to light. It's gonna come to light. And when you find out, you're gonna be like, oh hell no. This whole time this is what's going on. And I feel like somebody's gonna blurt out some truth. I don't know. But I feel like somebody that's been real quiet is gonna find out some shit, and they're gonna want to go and try to figure out that, like, it's like they start wanting to investigate to figure out who's been lying and who's telling the truth. But I'm gonna leave that there. I hope this resonated with you guys. I thank you guys so much for being here. Sorry it took me a while. Like I said, I've been trying to just like spring clean and take care of my garden. And when you just gotta shift the energy around so that you can be free. So when you sit down and do your work, you feel like you can feel the energy shift. Because we were getting weird energy, and I wanted to shift it. And now I feel really good. Plus, sickness kind of kicked in, and allergies. It kind of made me feel like crap. And I didn't want to sit down and do it and then be exhausted all week. It was just a mess. But I thank you guys so much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the reading as you guys go. I'm gonna try to hop on more throughout the week. They may be shorter readings, like 15, 30 minute readings, just quick stuff, just so I can just be here and interact with you guys. But they might not be this long. They might not be this long. But I am trying to get more involved. I work a lot, y'all. So it's kind of hard, but yeah, but I like being here. So I love you guys. I thank you so much. For sure I will be on Wednesday, but keep an eye out. I will post on my community board when I'm gonna go live throughout the week. So if I do get extra time, you guys can hop on, okay? Until next time. Peace.